Hello folks, Rever here for another beginning of another day on Gifts of the Caucasus, and we are going to go and get rid of some silage. So let me hit F1. So we have 800,000, and if I come to my question mark, you can see I already got it open. From shops, they'll actually buy a little bit of this slurry. So looks like they need about, what's that, 70,000. So that's a few trips back and forth. So I thought, well, let me see about course planning. So I think I'll go out one gate and in the other. I'll pull up here until I see the trigger. We really don't need GPS, do we? So, what do we do? We are going to do I think it's just like a grain transport. Again, I don't think it matters which one we pick. But we're there with the R, so hopefully this guy will pull up and stop there. That's the worst part about this. Kind of a long drive over there. This tractor is a little bit slow. I really probably shouldn't film this. I waste the trip. Dirt. Well, at least we didn't get all the way there. The only problem with filling these things up is you end up possibly not making the straightest course. I think it's swerving. I'm not too worried about this. Alright, let's pull up till we see the R. Alright, so let's just start there. But let's actually refill the stupid thing. This will hurt. Yeah, I guess we should start, thinking about getting a fertilizer, just to use some of this stuff up. It's a shame to just have it go to waste. It is waste. So cruise control. Yeah, sorry it's foggy. As you can tell, just kind of playing the game the times I would play, especially because we've been doing some silage work. I might try to make things happen here during daylight hours. This is just the normal morning fog. Get up here, I may just pause it because I'm really not 100% sure where the drop off is. If I need to do the course without the trailer on there, it's like a back-end location. Let's see. Even if he just drives it all the way up there, because this would get to be a long drive, and then periodically when he needs it, I can send this guy back up. Yeah, another thing I didn't mention, I didn't even cut all of this one field. Cut 90% of it probably. As we go by here, you'll see the crone sitting out in the field with the trailer full of chaff. So once that other guy gets done emptying out that silo, I'll empty this thing out. See, I learned my lesson. This is where I left my trailer the last time, and then I got a mission, and I drove all the way back from here up to the main part of the camp, or the farm camp. And And I realized the thing was dirty, so I had to wash it. I got the stuff on there, and I think I told that story before. So yeah, that's why I think I just leave that other trailer on top. Yeah, and even if there was a chance I would go in there at regular speed, it's not like I can see that much. I remember seeing the sail point, but I don't really remember exactly where it's at. There's Mega and then over the bridge. Feels like forever, but one thing about this tractor only doing 26 is it hasn't gotten squirrely at all, so for the course play thing, it's probably just fine. You saw the other tractor, I turned the speed down to 28. Yeah, I can't wait to get a bigger tractor. There's really been a lot of drawing these. This thing, it's not a bad little tractor, but just use a few more horsepower for hills and such. So I'm going to pause right here. We're going to go check out where we want to go. Is it across the street? Did I remember that right? See, I think... thinking. Sure, yeah. Now we're making a couple dollars. I hear flies. Which I guess would be around this place. That's not the fastest unloading thing I ever saw. Those flies are really annoying. Yeah, this is a fine course play thing here. It's not that I wouldn't do the work, but finish the course here. Come on. Quite sure how long this is though, but all right. Yeah, I think that fly noise alone will... I'll go drive some other courses. It's not like I haven't spent a week chasing grass around. Alright, so that shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, see, well, that shouldn't be too bad at all. Alright, so let's just get turned around. Alright, there we go. So unpause it. Worst thing is sometimes the guys will slow down right there. As long as they deliver the poop, it'll be in good shape. Nice and straight. More flies. That thing did take a long time to unload. I have a headset on. flies just to my left ear. It's a nice little effect for the first, what was that, 10 seconds. After about a minute, cruise control on, cruise on back. This goes pretty well. Yeah, we get more for selling it to the garden center than we do when we spend for fertilizer. So it's really not, it's worth driving it in that respect to the garden center. I guess it'll be worth spreading on the fields rather than just have it go to waste. It's not like I'm, even though the silage is obviously bringing in some money, I'm still in hard mode here. Try to take advantage of all your resources. So I didn't realize this road was so long. 26 miles per hour just makes it feel slow. This tractor's so stable, especially with an empty trailer. I may end up selling him. Like I can't slow down another tractor to keep it stable. So just waiting on the phone call in that field. After we get done recording this, I may, I'll just test it out, make sure it works well. It's 7 o'clock. I don't think the fields are advanced at this point. Eventually the silage guy will be done doing his silage thing. So I think I'll pause. So that happens. Kind of going around fast, which works for a human, but that might have been a mistake. Of course, so at least the trailer was empty. So much better off taking it slow. Not slow, but safe. Pushing around turns. Don't do anything too drastic when you're at speed. This entrance. He's getting there unloaded. A lot of silage I got piled up. I'm happy to see. Almost there. So let's get right on these tracks. Alright, so now milk, missing fuel, water, fertilizer, slurry. Let's dry, of course. You're not going to refill automatically. Well, that's a little annoying, but at least heck, it's still beach driving it all the way up there. I do have to pay this guy, so I'm not sure how much money it should have looked better. I figure 10,000. What are we getting for 45? So that should be 45. $450, so just $450 for one load. Well, I'll make sure that works. You get the idea. And I'll be back when we are proud owners of a field. I know I said that last time, but this time I think I mean it. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Oh, back again. And happy days are here. The Scootero might say. Hope I said his name right. He's another guy. I started watching his videos. But the bottom line is we now own field number 19 for 517,000, I think it was. So again, we're paying a good amount for these fields. I think the list price was 420, but hey, we got a field, and the plan for this field is to start getting into crops more. Not that silage isn't loads of fun, not that I haven't spent the last week of my life doing it, and I'm going to continue to do it at least for a while until I pay off that loan at the minimum, and I have a feeling it's going to be an ongoing thing. I think that what we'll do is if we come over here, and go to warehouses and look at what we have, we will, start out with the easy crops. I think I'm real quickly going to want a bigger harvester, I would imagine, once I plant field 19. So hopefully some of the silage we have will take care of that. I don't know if I need the world's biggest harvester, but at least something bigger than the old Russian dude. May keep the old Russian dude, we'll see. In any event, we could really use some more canola, which we have planted, and we also have some rye planted. But I just want to try to get these numbers up. Not that I don't think the missions get huge quantities, but I'd like to get 100,000 of everything. If I start out also with the wheat and barley, I can get the windrow off of it, turn it to chaff or straw as I need it. And so just, we'll have 4 fields, one of which is going to be the big one. And what I think that'll free up is on the 3 smaller fields, I'm going to start going for potatoes and sugar beets and onions. I've already gotten 3 missions that I couldn't take. One for potatoes, one for sugar beets, one for onions. So, I really want to get that equipment. Just been holding off for money. So when I talk about money, we also have that debt. And that debt's costing me $86,000. So what I thought I would do is actually start treating it a little bit more like a real loan, where instead of just paying interest, every night I will pay around $200,000 when you combine the interest. So in other words, if I were to pay tonight, I will pay back at least $114,000 on the principal type thing. So, I'll sort of start treating $200,000 as what I have to pay back, and hopefully we'll get ahead of it, maybe just pay it off entirely at some point, but I figure that'll be a good balance. As that interest payment goes down each night, I'll throw a little bit more towards the principal. So if it went to $50,000, I'll pay off $150,000 of the principal down here. So that's sort of my plan, to get back out of the hole a bit without killing the progress of the game too much. As we said, let's jump down to here, and we'll take a real quick look at where I'm at with this. So we're at 96% on this bunker that I call bunker number 4, and here we're at 81. So we got this one, I think only has like 450,000 in it or something like that, where this one's got a full 500,000. So that's between the two, that's a million almost, and that should represent about close to 500,000 in profits or money. 29% on this bunker, and this one is the one we're filling. So I took the rest of the grass off of that town grass field and threw it in there. So now we are ready for another grass harvest to fill that one up. It's not even going to take a full cycle of cutting, but hopefully one of these will be empty by that point. So we're really at a point where we can slow down our silage. The other thing that I've thought of is if, when we're talking about field 19, you know, I need to leave some room for the straw. I guess I can pile it up, but if I turn it to chaff, you know, I'm wondering, do I put a placeable heap down here just to get overflow? Set up a conveyor where I can then just dump the rest in when the silo's ready. I don't know. Is it worth all that? But I do need to get that stuff off of that field, so I don't want all of these to be filled up to the point I can't get rid of it. Well, we'll work it out. We got a good amount of money coming in from this. A little bit of patience never killed anybody. Though in today's society, you would kind of wonder about that. Everything's now, which is okay, I guess. Let's take a look at our map. Just make sure nothing grew. So here we sit, you know, waiting on our crops. We've got canola planted in these two fields, and we've got rye in this one. So I'll get those numbers up like I just mentioned, and this does not mean it's fully grown. Still, you know, embarrassed by thinking that meant it was grown at one time. So anyway, we got a lot of grass, and we'll have some, you know, fairly big field there. I guess it's close to the size of field 19 or field 13. Let's take a look. Put it back on growth so I don't fool myself again. Field 13 is 9.19. Yeah, really pretty much the same size, a little different shape. That should be a nice field. So like I said, we're going to start with something that I can plant with that rapid seeder. And at this point, you know, it'll probably be wheat. Now, one more thing to mention. While I was waiting, it's just pretty much moments after I had bought that field, I got a message from the garden center, or no, I'm sorry, where was it? Oh, the elevator, that wheat is got a high value for the next 3 hours, which is two and some hours now. I already ran one load down there to make sure that where I was going this time. And what I would like to do is start a course play course. Let's get rid of that. And let's hit the R button. Throw some wheat in there while we start the course. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to turn around in this spot, so I may just take the extra time and go through that gate and then come back up the other gate. I don't want to go down either one of those roads. You know what, let's try not messing with those gates. I hate those gates. Well, we're going to mess with the gate because I need to go straight-ish. So there's 1, 2. So hopefully we'll see that third dot. There we go. See, now once we get to that third dot, the dots come closer, and we should be able to make that turn. Now, one of the best things about selling this wheat off is going to be, so it's almost good. All right, come on, baby. Yeah, see, it's kind of good that we're going so slow, sort of. Oh, come on. Problem is I'm going to have a bigger tractor here shortly. So yes, the good thing about selling off this wheat with the high price is that we should have enough for our T8 tractor. We don't have much money left, but we'll start selling that silo. I'm going to try to stay to the right. So as I set up these courses, I like to make it where these guys can run in and out of here through this path. Mostly because this path doesn't involve the river and mud. If you go to the other paths, it's just hard to get out of this place without going to the mud. And I'm not sure if the elevator is one of those that doesn't let you. This is Slow trip is better with course play, so. Definitely want to take it slow right here, else course play is going to jump. So it actually might work out okay. And this hill right here messes you up. So I'm going to go slow over it. See, it takes that tractor off the ground as it comes over. So if you go fast, so we'll have a bigger tractor here very shortly. I may even test this course with the bigger tractor. Alright, so. Guys, I'm excited. I mean, I think the videos have suffered for the grass thing. Like I said, I tried to cut out most of it, so maybe they're, not too awful, but, now I have something else to do. There's our big field. I don't even want to look because I'll mess up my course here. We'll have a nice course there. Sell off this wheat. It's starting to get squirrely. See, as soon as you go over 28, I don't know if you guys saw my speed there, but kind of want to keep it under that. I should probably just put on cruise control so then go over it. But I'll slow down real good here. Right, hopefully this works out. I'm not sure what that other right off to the left there. It doesn't seem like it's a sell point. I'm going to come down through here, and that's red. Son of a gun. Alright, you know what? We're just going to, let's stop this course. We can record it on the next one. So what I think I need to do, sorry about this, guys. Might be you have to wait around for me. Yeah, so we're just going to scrap that. It's okay. I was so worried about that I think what we need to do though is come in here, go to the right next time. See, this one's got the green light this time. The last two times I came here. So yeah, we'll come to the right and we'll drive through that way so we can get rid of that course. And do we record it with the bigger tractor? It's 259,000 if I'm remembering right. We'll be close. We're not going to make it, are we? That's all. We'll suffer the little guy one more time. It'll be his final thing. The other thing I noticed is you can't get back out the entrance. So we'll just come right through there, come around here. If you try to go back out the way we came in, you can. It's another one of these exit only. So we'll just come right across this guy. So hopefully that will hit both of them. Alright, well, third time's the charm, as they say. I know you didn't watch the second one, but alright, let's try this again. Yeah, so I find, for me, making these courses, I have to run this stuff back and forth. I don't really mind doing the manual work. As a matter of fact, it's when you're playing hard mode, that's part of what you have to do to make money. Obviously, the silage is sort of throwing us over the top there. Like I ran that slurry up there. Well, cost me $2,000 an hour for the tractor, or for the course play. So you figure I had to sell 4 of them before I even made any money. And, I think I sold like 6, so I might have made $1,000. Now part of that's because I had such a little trailer, so you can, as you get bigger equipment with the hard mode, you can make money, but these prices are so generally low that it makes it tough. So doing the work yourself, saves you a good amount. And then, at this point, we'll have a good course whenever the elevator wants something. That way, if we get a mission in the middle of harvesting or something, we can work it out. Send this guy on his way. And we'll sell the remainder of our wheat. And then I think that makes a easy argument for what we should plant in field number 19. So we will plant that guy in wheat, which should give us a good amount of money, or a good amount of wheat. And as we get some more money, we will, I don't know, start buying smaller harvesting equipment, planting equipment, get the onions set up, get the potatoes set up, carrots, sweet beets. Alright, I'm going to turn on F1 just so as I get around. I'm going to try to come here nice and straight. So I see the R. I'm going to go a little bit further forward because if you don't, the tractor, it just doesn't hurt. You got plenty of tractor, so I'm going to hit R. I'm going to hit wheat. We won't have a full tractor load. That'll kind of be a good thing. It won't slow us down as much. Forget to start course recording. And take it slow through these gates. Plenty of time to open. Course play doesn't end up wrapped around them. Unfortunately, we get our third dot before we have to turn. That's the big thing. So we'll cut that corner and get wrapped on the gate. And we'll do the same thing. Nice and slowly there. Yeah, see how he's coming off the ground? It's one of the reasons he's going slower. Might as well just follow our same tracks. Again, do everything slowly here when you're course playing, because the change of speed and everything is between the dots, Now, if you notice, some of the dots are closer together, some are further apart. Like right now, I describe them as further apart. When you turn much, the dots get closer, and that's like the difference between like road speed and turn speed. See how that one got a little bit closer because it's making a speed adjustment to make the turn. Now when you say from recording, it just tries to go the speed you're going. So if you're coming up to a gate and you're going straight at it, if you don't get a dot before the gate to say slow down, you'll go smashing into the gate. So it's good, like even here, like if you want to slow down, do it a little early so that course play adjusts. Yeah, so that's good. He jumps out of there. Well, I'm really hoping the T8 tractor will stop a lot of that. Alright, again, there's a bit of a, so you lift the tractor right off the ground there, so you lose control if you try to turn. Lifts it off the ground there too. But after that, we should be in pretty good shape. Try to keep it at speed 28. Slow down nicely for the turn. Sorry, you guys have to watch all this twice. Alright, so once we get up to speed on this flat here, we'll set the cruise control up. It's not really a flat, is it? Do it on the downhill. Cruise control set, so that way, see, I found I just don't get squirrely very easily if I'm at 28. Take over as we get up towards this red roof inn here. It does look like a red roof inn, kind of, doesn't it? Though, like any other hotel. So we'll slow down nicely through there. right when we get up to here. And I noticed unloading. Yep, this one's still got the green light, so try to swing our turns really wide to get nice and straight going in there. I've noticed, you know, for the purposes of recording, the guy may slow down a lot, but even if you stop here, it's not like he's not going to stop and wait that long. He'll just keep on going. So you don't have to worry that you're recording the course. Alright, so far this seems to be going better, and we won't really have anything to test it with, but I don't see any reason this course would fail at this point. Kind of slow, steady wins the race. So that should be able to hit either one of those. I'll stay to the right even though this is one way. Don't get too close to the pole. You know, different tractors and different trailers have their points a little bit different. You can adjust them. Again. Anyway, they have different points, so they can cause different problems, which get real frustrating. Some tractors, and you know, you'll have the same course you try to set up, and it's just, you know, like the potato harvesting. I had this one trailer one time that just kept spinning in circles, and it turns out, from what I can figure, is that the trailer and the tractor setup just couldn't make the turn fast enough to get to the weight point that it was trying to go to. And that just caused unending circle spinning. It just spinning. Changed the trailer to a smaller trailer that tractor could turn more easily. And all of a sudden it worked like a champ. So everybody loves to blame course play, and there's certainly things that could be improved, I think. I'm not sure why they made the programming decisions. Maybe things, you know, even if they could be improved, would massively complicate things, and I can understand why they wouldn't do it. But a lot of cases, it's just, you know, understanding how it really works and what you have to do to make it work. Sit here confidently and say that, but trust me, I've, you know, spit vinegar more than once at one of these guys. So we'll try to stay right before they pass each other if we ever get two guys going at once. See that money up there? I just remembered. They're going to have us another tractor. Makes me happy, because this guy has been wonderful. 42 hours in him, and some of that's course played, but a lot of it's not. This is the gate. This is the evil gate. That one will get you every time if you don't pay attention. So I'm trying to stay right of that other trail. Try to keep this thing, this main course, free of tractors so that we can. Alright, so like I said, we're not really going to be able to test this, but hoping that gets me under there. A little bit off to the, see, I'm off to the right. Hopefully that's not too far off to the right. And let's save it before I forget. So this is going to be silo. Let's do MF. MF, main farm silo, 2L, door. Good enough. Alright, might as well get rid of that. So I'm not going to use it right now. And we have enough money for a bigger tractor. probably go down before we get too excited about anything. And see if I can't sell some more silage. %. So we're getting close. Alright, so now, this doesn't matter where we buy it from. P. Yep. So this is just regular unmodified, you know, like we talked about before. It's T6. You know, I think the Deutz-Fahr would be fine. Oh, we had enough money. I thought it was 9. I guess there goes your brain failing you. Anyway, this one's 260 horsepower, and I think I really want the difference. Now, I'm not sure what the difference in performance is. Maybe we'll buy one of these guys down the road. But at this point, you know, this guy is my new tractor. All right, well, we're back to low money. So at least we have some. And again, we're going to play like, you know, 200,000 is going to be what I need to pay back every night. So we have to sell a bunch of that silo just to get that paid back. But we should now have a plenty powerful enough tractor to do everything. This guy will be in high demand. You know what's going on in the farm. Eventually, of course, we'll probably want another tractor, but for now, we can get this guy going. And I think, you know, there's plenty to do, but I think the first thing to do is to get field 19 planted. I'll probably do that manually. I don't like the way course play misses stuff, and I enjoy the planting. This tractor seems kind of loud in my ears. It'll just be my volume. My volume's a little bit different than the volume it actually records with, so I try to make them similar, but that's why the first videos in these episodes where my voice wasn't loud enough. 2 reasons, really. One, I tend to mumble. I'm not really used to recording. It's not that I put on a different voice for recording, but you really do need to speak clearly. And when you're sitting there playing a video game, I hope you don't talk to yourself too much, but if you do, there's a good chance you'll mumble. This is a little bit like, you know, I try to think I'm talking to another person, but sometimes I'm more just thinking out loud, like when I forget I'm talking to you guys kind of thing. I'll start mumbling, and then if I'm in a loud tractor, there's no way you can hear me. I will try to keep my voice up, so to speak, or normal. It already doesn't turn quite as fast. Now I got that thing jacked up somehow. Oh, Neil. Let's go slow. Alright, flying start. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I really like the improvement on this map with these with this seeding thing. I mean, I always thought it was stupid that you could not take stuff out, you know, just switch it from one type to another. It's certainly convenient, but to me that's sort of cheaty. I mean, you need to go back to your seed storage. Every farmer in the world doesn't have 2 types of seeds in there. No farm equipment does it, I'm aware of. There might be some goofy plant equipment that wouldn't have the same seed in it. Certainly wouldn't like a switch from every kind of the world. Okay. Really don't necessarily need this tractor for this job, but the T6 is a little bit on the small side for it. This guy will, you know, yank this thing around a little bit more, so we'll see how he does come certainly won't slow too down like the other guy was. So when it comes to things like this, nice and smooth. Trailers, this thing wasn't a problem too much for 10.6, but this tractor won't get pushed around nearly as much by that trailer. It'll be a good thing. This won't be bad. We should probably start at the other side. I always like to start on the longest, straightest run. That way, when you set up your first row, you kind of maximize that one. I can see the top side of the field, north side of the field is a slope, so this one would come around with our course play, or GPS, I mean. Maximize output. Alright, so let's start getting this guy set up. Course play, course. And I'm going to come to there, just switch it down to 5.9, move this guy over. Yep. Yeah, so I appreciate when the map makers do this, when that, you know, when they, if you do have a square-edged field, I like the fact that it's lined up east-west, north-south. I guess that's probably not totally realistic in life, unless you're in Indiana, and everything is lined up that way. Alright, so let's see how it goes. I don't think there's much more. I'm not going to get a marching band that we need to wait for. We got our GPS on, we got our tractor on. Course play open, which we don't need. And let's begin. A little bit just so I can see what he's doing. This will give us a good look at our field. Yeah, it'll take a little while to seed this thing. Really haven't been down on this part of the map very much at all. See, yeah, we got our new tractor. We're planting a big wheat field. I'm planting a big rye field like an idiot. Now, do we stop now or just plant rye? Why don't we plant rye? Plant wheat next time. This guy turns compared to the other. The little guy turns on a dime. So the question is can you get off the field? To me, this is the setup. So I'm off the field now. Hard right turn. Head right back towards where the green line crosses. Hit your thing, and see how that pulls it around just perfect? So he turns fine, which I kind of do. It's always nice to see it actually happen. Alright guys, well, like I'm apt to do, I am going to cut here. I'm recording for a little while, so I'll check out the video length and then we have that other segment. You know, come back when the field's planted or in that ballpark of time. Not a whole lot I expect to happen other than getting that silage selling. After that, the grass should grow at some point, so we'll have to see what we do about filling up some of these bins. I might have to wait a little bit till the silage gets sold before I even start cutting the grass, so, which is a good place to be. You know, full-blown silage production about as fast as you can make it. Can't make money any faster on a map, other than maybe lumber, but even that's I don't think you can do it more easily than you can do silage, because you pretty much course play almost everything when it comes to your silage making. So this tractor just yanks this thing. It's actually, even though it doesn't turn as fast, it just yanks this gravel seeder around. Makes it a lot easier. Alright, well, I have an hour's worth of this to do, and then I will be back, and we will do the next thing, which, now we have some money, we might be able to start getting into other crops, and I still have a little bit behind the 8 ball on money with that big loan, and not actually having the equipment we want, but at this point I feel like progress is starting to be made finally. Another field, another tractor. Quite a while on this farm so far without much progress. Well, I will see in a second one way or the other after I get done this field. Well guys, I'm almost done with this field. And I wanted to say that it's been very nice with a tractor that doesn't slow down to 5 miles an hour. It's been a long time coming, as I really did a good amount of stuff with that tractor. In addition, there are some trees, just a couple, that they're getting a little close to the field, and I'll be able to afford a wood chipping license. And I think we will get rid of couple of trees anyway. And this thing is not quite as maneuverable, but when it comes to this piece of equipment, it makes up for it in that with the other tractors, it couldn't make the turn because it just couldn't overpower the seeder. So, but this one just yanks the seeder around. Probably break all discs in real life or something. But anyway, man, this tractor is definitely far more powerful, twice as powerful. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'll get a license and cut down a few trees. There's a few trees in that grass field in town that are annoying. Wouldn't break my heart to cut those trees. They're a little hard to see in the distance, but at the end of that shop field. So if I, between the trees, around this field and then those there and the ones, I think I'd be able to find 50 or whatever the number is. Hell, I'll just go cutting down trees. What the heck, right? Alright, anyway, what am I doing? I'm seeding. Okay, the other thing I was doing is, look at 9, you can see over towards the garden center, you have a horseplay guy. He's out buying some seeds. Come right to this menu. So, actually, right now he's getting more fertilizer. I figure I'll get 12,000 of each. This field took the initial, 40, 50, and the volume there. So we're down another 800, so 4,800 ish. And so let's call it 5,000 to seed this field. So that's more seed than went on the other 3 fields. So I assume that needs more yield. Not much. So this one field's about equal to all 3 of those. And I guess we could look at acres. Alright, so this is finally done. So I'll come back in the next episode and have a little bit more of a strategy as to which equipment I want to buy. I definitely want to consider getting a bigger sprayer, though I really don't need it that bad. There's a 24 meter sprayer that I like. Somewhat obviously want to get the tree's got to go. Want to get the carrot and onion, maybe even sweet beet and potato equipment, though I may hold off because I can't stand a little 3-meter potato thing. The other stuff's a lot more expensive, so I noticed that the onion and carrot harvester are, what do you call it, like under 100,000 or around 100,000 each. Not sure what the plant and equipment looks like. Never looked at it, but like I said, I'll come back with a strategy on what I buy next. Maybe the sprayer. It's only 40-some thousand. It's not too much bigger than the one we have, but 24 versus 17. And I think it holds more. That one only holds 2,000. If I want to go over to that other field, I'd rather hold. This thing will hold enough to spray that whole field. So. Alright, well, once again, we come to the end of an episode. Just going to start making some progress, becoming something besides grass farmers. So get all our little crops going. I guess next time we'll do wheat since I did rye instead. Can't make that much difference. If I get a big rye, I'm gonna empty this thing out. If I get a big high demand for rye, I'll be all happy, right? It's a matter of luck. Alright, again, hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.